Welcome to I Am Geek. I'm Ryan Street, and this is the show for the geek in all of us. I'm joined by my brother Chris Street and our good buddy Chris Catron. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Doing good.
Glad you guys
we didn't just shake our heads.
Yeah, you just shook your heads. Yeah, I'm just glad this is our second episode, and I'm having fun. But this week I got to do something that I've never done before, and I'm sure you guys want to hear all about it.
Please tell. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, do. I am on the edge of my seat.
Well, I'm in Houston, Texas now, and I'm originally from Tennessee. But I went to the rodeo, and I've never experienced a rodeo before. And this was like the big time rodeo. This was like fireworks and everything rodeo. And it was through my wife's work. They got us tickets, and we went thinking, okay, we're going to the rodeo. And we show up, and it's box seats and with our own personal waitress. And
nice.
So we felt all fancy.
Wow.
I know. So we're in box seats above everybody looking over the arena. And they had like a full buffet for us. And so it didn't scream rodeo, but there's like a full buffet, padded seats. She would like come down and be like, "Oh, can I refill your drink?" And we're like, "Yes, please." And then she came down and said, "If you would like, the ice cream cart is here. You can go out, and we'll fix you a sundae." And I was like, "What in the world is
going on
this rodeo?" But then we got to experience the rodeo, and it was cool. It was different. There were some cool events, and there were some weird events. They had kids riding sheep, which is funny. It was like 5-year-olds that they just slapped on the back of a sheep, and they said, "Hold on for as long as you can," and they would just shoot them across the arena, which is a big arena, NRG Stadium.
Did they get consent at least for the children, or did they just grab children and throw them on?
It was consent. You'd see their mom. Yeah, their mom was with them and would like carry them off after they got run over by the sheep. But the highlight of the night had to be the bull riding, which was pretty amazing. These big bulls and these average sized guys climbing on the back. But it was sort of like, it was weird. They had this guy come out, and most of them wore helmets, which made sense to me.
Yeah.
But one dude didn't want to wear a helmet, and so he didn't.
Of course.
And he had like dreadlocks, so I guess he was just trying to show off his hair. But all the month long they do the rodeo here. So they showed clips for the night before, and this same guy gets thrown off the bull and like lands like between his feet, like his head between his feet, and he like pops up with like blood running down his mouth, and I'm like, okay, and he didn't wear a helmet, huh? So the second night that night that we were there, they say, "Hey, it's so-and-so, and he doesn't have a helmet on again. You'd think he would learn." And he's sort of laughing on the bull. And so they hit the bell. He comes flying out. And what does he do again? He flies off the bull. And the announcers, which everybody can hear, the announcers in the stadium say, "I bet this guy has a kick me sign on his back." And he falls again underneath the bull, but this time, how do I put this family friendly?
I don't think you can.
He got slapped in the face by the undercarriage of the bull.
There you go.
And,
the Smoky Mountain oysters hit him in the face.
The mountain. Yeah.
It was like, I'm like, dude, you need to wear a helmet, So hopefully he learned his lesson that always wear a helmet when bull riding. That was what I learned that night. But it was a fun night. But it was sort of like it was like set up like that, because it was like the announcers knew, hey, this guy should wear a kick me sign. I know it wasn't set up. It wasn't like professional wrestling, but
because he could really get hurt.
Yeah, because he could really get hurt.
Yeah,
which they could get hurt in professional wrestling.
Yeah,
but speaking of professional wrestling, this week is the show to end all shows. I know my brother's excited. It is WrestleMania.
Oh.
And the geek fandom goes far and wide, and I put wrestling in there. But one reason I bring it up is that growing up, I used to watch wrestling all the time, and in college we would throw wrestling parties, and the big man in wrestling back then was Goldberg in the WCW, and we would throw parties, and he's going to be in WrestleMania. I don't know how old he is now.
Wow.
But he's back. He's the champion, which is funny.
Wow. Yeah.
So it makes you feel like you're in college again. Goldberg is back as the champion, and he's wrestling Brock Lesnar.
Of course.
Because
they both have the same move? Or?
No, they're just both big guys. Big guys.
I felt like they both had the same move, but maybe not. Okay. All
right. Goldberg spears and Lesnar suplexes. So.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
But so it should be fun. Bringing back the old guys.
Yeah.
We used to throw parties.
Wheeling them in a wheelchair?
No. I mean, this dude's stacked. But it should be. I'll probably watch it. Wife's out of town, so I'll probably watch it. But that reminds me, back in college, we used to throw wrestling parties, and I remember one time in the dorm, we threw a Nitro party for WCW, and we set up a fake ring. Remember that?
Yeah, and we were recording it so that we could send it in, so we could have an official Nitro party from WCW.
Yeah, this was unofficial. But so Lex Luger was big back then, and he used to put people up on his shoulders, and they called him the Rack and stuff. And so we had a friend named Greg Jones. Greg Jones, if you're listening, this is a little shout out to you.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
Hi, Greg.
Greg probably weighed 80 pounds wet. Probably, right?
Well, no, I mean, no joke. He struggled to get to 100 pounds to be able to give blood most of the time. So,
he still is a little guy, but so we had him and me in the ring, and I would fling him all around and put him up in the rack, and which was pretty funny. And then we had some guy dress up as Sting that would come out, and hit us all with baseball bats.
Didn't he smash a VCR or something like that? Didn't he, an old VCR? Somebody he just threw it down on the ground and
probably, I don't know. Back in the college days, but yeah. So wrestling.
Which version of Sting was it? Was it the?
It was the Crow.
The gold.
The Crow.
The Crow ripoff.
The Crow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he had John had long hair, and did he paint his face? I don't know if.
I think he just had his face or his hair sort of over his face.
Yeah, that's right. And he came in and interrupted something. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, but all the old ones are coming back. They're in the Hall of Fame, and they're bringing back the Rock and Roll Express, which is they're probably 90 years old or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Memphis is considered I don't know, not the birthplace of wrestling, but is very important to wrestling. Memphis, right? So at the Grizzly games, every once in a while they'll have wrestling night, and it's pretty fun. We actually went last year. We decided to go, and it happened to be wrestling night. We're like, yes, this is going to be awesome, and it was. It was Jerry the King Lawler, of course, is from Memphis, and he was there, and Scott Hall was there, Kevin Nash, a lot of Nitro people. Whoever else, but they had an actual wrestling match up on this stage that was kind of up high, and you're just like, oh my gosh, they're going to fall off and down onto people or something. But it was pretty fun, and it gets everybody hyped up, and to win the game. But they always have some classic wrestling guys. I think one year we had Coco Beware, I think was in attendance, and maybe Junkyard Dog, or did he die? I can't remember.
He's passed on.
He's passed on, so it wasn't him. It was Coco Beware. So anyway,
the one wrestler I remember is dead. Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
The one wrestler I know. I just remember as kids, because I wasn't into wrestling, but our dad took me and my brother to Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Nice.
And the only thing I remember about this, I don't know who they were.
Oh, I just remembered. It's Bobby Eaton. Bobby Eaton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, they were chasing each other around the ring, and the guy reached out and got a hold of the little tighty whities that they wear, the one guy, and yanked and all I saw was just a big white butt streaking past us. That's the only thing I remember of that, and I'm still scarred.
Yeah, didn't have any interest.
Smoky Mountain Wrestling was an interesting beast. That's where I saw the Rock and Roll Express, and I would usher the things. And back when I was a teenager, and they would always come in inebriated and wrestle like that. And then I remember one time, because it was such a smaller organization, like the ring, like a hole fell, like one person fell through the ring, not on purpose. There was just like a hole in the ring, and they fell through it. So yeah, it was fun times.
It's funny.
Well, probably enough about wrestling for now, but
yeah, I think so.
So let's see. What else went on this week? There's a lot of stuff that happened this week, as far as superheroes and Star Wars and everything. You guys watch The Flash?
Yes,
of course.
What'd you
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Yeah.
Who was that actor? Do you know who the actor was?
The actor. So he's been on actually like a bunch of stuff. So
yeah, I couldn't figure it out.
If you remember the Dark Knight movie with the Joker,
okay, yeah.
So he was one of the Joker's minions, and he was a police officer. Like, he was dressed up as a police officer, and Harvey Dent grabbed him and like took him off and questioned him. And then he's been in tons of superhero stuff. So he was also in Gotham, where he played another minion to the Joker, basically. Where he role. Yeah, it's like their Joker, Gotham's Joker. He's not the Joker yet, but he was dead, and he was trying to revive him. He couldn't, so he surgically removed his face and put his face. And it was like, I'm this guy. Everyone follow me. And like, okay, sure. And then he got killed. So.
Spoiler alerts.
Oh yeah. That episode aired months ago. But
I was going to say
there's going to be
a statute of limitations on that.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
There's so many.
Except for Walking Dead, because people get mad if you start talking about Walking Dead.
Oh gosh, that or Game of Thrones.
That's right.
Well, I could tell you guys all about The Walking Dead, but neither one of you have seen this season, so
yeah, we're behind.
Sorry. There's only so much.
So Abracadabra's from the future, right?
Yes.
And he's
the 64th century.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Because he was getting the time machine to go back there. Yeah.
But he also hopped dimensions, and I don't see. He's trying to build a time machine, but how did he get in the past in the first place? Because he's saying that he's like Future Barry's foe. So he came from the 64th century to like Future Barry, and then came back again to early Barry. So I don't know how he got there.
That's a good point. But
that didn't make any sense.
Maybe his other one blew up.
How old is Barry in the future? This future time.
He doesn't age, right?
Yeah. He's, I don't know, 40s. Just Future Barry.
Okay.
But it irritated me watching, and they kept saying Cadabra. I don't know. It was just funny because they just called him by his last name. It was just it was weird.
Yeah, it's very rude. Yeah.
His name is Abra.
At least Mr. Cadabra.
Mr. Cadabra. Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So he claims he knows who Savitar is.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he didn't share.
Of course not.
No.
Even though Barry pleaded with him so heartfelt.
And he said that if you knew who it was, you would know his weakness, or that would be the key to his weakness, or something like that.
Yeah.
Here's what I understand. Okay. So Iris is going to die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why does he call up Arrow guy? Hey, I need you to come over here, do some of the stuff that you do on your show to get this guy to talk.
This unbelievable Arrow work.
Well, clearly you're not watching Arrow, because there was a whole order last night.
I know, but I would have been like, oh, I'm really fast. I'm just going to zip on over there, grab him real fast, bring her back, and be like, I need you to torture this guy. Do your worst, so I can get this out of him, and then I'll zip you right back so you can get into your storyline. I mean,
but that's not Barry.
I know, but
Barry
that's my
rises
problem.
above.
That's my problem with superhero storylines, is because the villain can always best the main character, but his buddy superhero could easily take him out, and they're never like, oh, maybe we get my buddy because he could just get rid of you really fast. It's like, no, I got to struggle through it. It's like, no, just call your Justice League friend over here and have him take care of it. It would just, I guess it wouldn't prolong the show, but
right, it'd be over.
It'd be over like an episode. And that's it.
I would like for them to do that one time, like introduce some big time villain, and then be like, make a phone call real fast. Okay, you're in jail now. Just to like mess with you. That would be really funny. But okay.
Kadabra did mention a possible villain like for next season. In his talks, he was saying like some of your biggest foes, like Zoom, and Reverse Flash, and me, and DeVoe, or Defoe. I'm not sure how you pronounce it exactly, but who in the comics is the Thinker, and he wears a thinking cap.
Well, I hope they bring that to show.
Yeah.
Is he there to annoy people? It's like, come on, do something. Yeah. I'm just sitting here thinking. Like...
He just sits there. He just sits there thinking with his hand on his knee. He's very chiseled, super chiseled.
Everybody's jealous.
Yeah. He's got like mind powers and stuff, but
of course.
Well, the big spoiler of the show. I want to make sure if you're listening, you don't want to know this big spoiler. Skip ahead because I'm about to get all emotional on you. So the episode was good. I'll admit I did fall asleep through the very first of it, but then I woke up and watched the rest of it. But the ending scene, I don't know why I got so emotional. But when I don't even remember her name.
Caitlin Snow.
Caitlin Snow. When she goes into cardiac arrest or whatever happens to her on the table there, and she's like dying, and Malfoy's like over top of her. I'm just sitting there like, what in the world? And I was like, just rip her necklace off. Just rip her necklace off. And I was like, I'm keeping it together. I'm going to keep it together. Rip her necklace off.
She can't die.
Come on. Well, it was very emotional. It was very emotional. The thing I don't quite understand. So they're having to operate on her to get the shrapnel out. When like either later in the episode, I think Barry like phases through like a whole ship, removing a whole person from it. Why can't he just phase the little shrapnel out?
I thought the same thing when they were doing the surgery. I was like, what's Barry doing? Why doesn't he just phase it out of there?
Yeah. One other thing. Oh, sorry. One other thing is, what was the significance of HR showing up at the end? Like, he was gone the whole time. And we were like, oh, wait, he was gone. I wondered the whole time, like, where he was, and, like, he was on a date. And it's like, what? Why was that important?
I wonder if there's going to be some weird thing where he's off, like, trying to do something, and it's revealed later. Because, that was weird. He, like, shows up, I was on a date. Oh, lime jello!
Yeah.
I
love lime jello.
Yeah, I just figured that they had too many characters on the episode, so they're like, well, what are we going to do with him? I don't know, send him on a date.
A 2-day date. Yeah.
That is true. But the thing, there were things like we talked about that didn't make any sense, but the thing that makes the least sense to me is that someone had free Hamilton tickets. That is so unbelievable. It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense to me.
She's a cop. She's a cop, right? This is the cop.
No, she's like a lawyer or something.
Oh, a lawyer. Oh, well, there.
Still, but still, not a lawyer in New York.
Well, this is a different world. Hamilton may not be that popular there. It may just be like, it's Hamilton.
It's cats.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, maybe cats is the big thing in Earth One.
Or maybe in Earth 1 it's not based off of that Hamilton. Maybe it's based off of another famous Hamilton.
What's the guy with the bad suntan? Isn't that guy's name?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Maybe that's the show.
Yeah,
That's what it's about. Too much sun exposure.
Mhm.
I've been out in the sun too long.
We just turned into a
Why do
musical.
I smell bacon?
Oh, fun. So a lot of other things happened this week, unless you got more Flash stuff. I think that's...
Oh, it's just next episode. Just we get Spider-Man 3 Emo Barry.
Oh, yes, yeah, Emo Barry. I was like, oh, gosh. And he's like way in the future, but he's the same age, but with longer hair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He ages really well.
And everybody else looks pretty much the same age.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess time works different.
Yeah. This is a few years. CW doesn't really do very good old. So just look at Arrow in the future. But yeah.
So is this going to be like Old Man Barry? That would be
Old Man Barry. Yep. It's like Logan. It's their take on Logan.
Johnny Cash going to play in the background?
Yeah.
That would be sort of epic, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be in the future, and everybody will be sad.
Mm-hmm. And Barry's got a new costume.
Yeah. Fun times.
Great.
Good stuff.
But that's like 3 weeks away, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks away. I did want to mention. I thought this. I know you guys don't watch Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fun. They have their own Legion of Doom, what they're calling it, where it's Reverse Flash, a couple other guys, whatever.
Basically, all the bad guys they don't have anything to do with anymore.
All the bad guys from the other shows that needed more work.
Yeah.
And there's alternate reality, and Star Labs is built like the Legion of Doom headquarters from the Super Friends. I just thought that was funny.
I may have to go back and watch that one.
Do y'all watch iZombie? Because that starts next.
I like
2 weeks or something like that. Next week, yeah.
I missed all last season, so I'm way behind on it. But I know there's zombies, and
there you go. Yeah, I think the first season was probably better, but but it's good. So.
Yeah, this one looks like it's going to be really different this season, where there's like a whole group of zombies that are like trying to take over. Interesting.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Do you both of you watch Arrow, or are you guys not caught up on Arrow?
I'm behind.
I am caught up on Arrow.
It was an interesting episode. Again, everybody wants the main bad guy dead, but nobody wants to kill him.
No, well, it's not that they don't want to kill. They don't want their friends to kill them. Like, no, you can't kill them. I'll kill them, and I'll take the burden. No, don't take the burden. I'll take the burden.
Meanwhile, the bad guy's just like, I'll just sit back and watch you guys fight over who kills me as I get away. Yeah. So that's been interesting. It's been interesting.
Yeah.
I think I'm more interested about the other bad guy or vigilante. About bringing him in more.
I have a theory on who he is, though.
Oh, would you like to share that theory?
I can share that theory. So, I again, random theories. I think that Vigilante is Curtis's husband, Mr. Terrific, his husband, because I think he was super upset that Curtis was getting into this vigilantism and everything, and he's like, "You're going to get hurt. You're going to get out there. You're going to get killed and everything." So that kind of flips him a little bit. And he's like, "Well, I'll just go out and just kill them all, and that way everything will be fine, and he'll be safe." And his build is a little bit like the build of Vigilante.
Maybe
his head.
so.
But that's my theory.
I guess we'll find out next season. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, big week, like I said. Justice League trailer came out.
Oh, yeah.
And what'd you guys think?
I liked it. I thought Aquaman stole the trailer.
Yeah. My only question is it always nighttime in that universe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's dark and gloomy.
Everything's dark and gloomy all the time. I think I think if they just got some like vitamin C and some sun, everybody would be happier. Nothing bad would be going on.
Well, Batman only comes out at night, so you gotta make everything at night.
I guess.
What's your superpower? I'm rich.
Yeah. Trailer's pretty good. I like the Avengers watch the Justice League trailer better.
That was good.
Somebody put that together, which was pretty funny.
For those who don't know, they took the scene from Age of Ultron where they're like the party's over and they're all just sitting around talking when Ultron comes in and they all start standing up like, what's going on? What is this? And so they took out the Ultron parts and inserted the Justice League trailers. And so it would show the Flash and then it would cut to like Scarlet Witch like looking at it like, what? So it was funny.
It was funny.
It was good. If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah, I'll give Justice League a chance, but I still don't have high hopes for it. I don't know.
I'm just still not sure about Cyborg and how he looks.
Yeah,
like he looks too skinny to me. Like he doesn't look like I like him bulky.
Yeah.
Very skeletal, and so I don't know.
So did they go with Cyborg instead of Green Lantern just because how bad the Green Lantern movie did?
No, so in the comics when they did a reboot with the New 52, where like after Flashpoint, which was when Barry like went back and saved his mom, changed the whole universe, and then changed it back. They basically did a whole reboot of all the comics, the New 52. And when they did that, they promoted Cyborg to a Justice League member. And like Green Lantern was in there, but they wanted to kind of add to the Justice League a little bit, and they took that character and promoted him into that. And that's kind of what they've been doing with him. So in the comics, he was I don't think he was ever really involved with the Teen Titans. No.
Still no Wonder Twins though.
Still no Wonder Twins, or was it Gleek, the monkey?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. Well, also the Spider-Man trailer came out this week. Or the second one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty good.
Good. I like it. Tony Stark is still a jerk.
Of course.
It's his job.
That's his job, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He takes all the goodies away.
Yeah, because the Spider-Man almost fails at something. He's like, no, all this stuff I gave you to help, I'm going to take it away now because you barely made it through this. So it's going to be even harder for you.
Still it looks good. Still don't know a lot about the other characters besides Spider-Man. We know some.
The main villain. Yeah, the main villain is the Vulture.
Yeah, we know that.
And he actually. So what they're doing with him is they're in the comics. There's a company called Damage Control. And they come in after a big superhero battle and basically clean up the mess. And the Vulture runs like a salvage company, and he's been basically taking all this tech in and everything, and that's been his thing. But then Tony Stark comes in and creates Damage Control to handle all this stuff instead. And so basically, the villain again is Tony Stark's fault.
Always is.
Yeah. I do like on the Vulture in the comics. He's got that big like feather like ring around his head like a vulture, and in this he's got a jacket that's got like a big fur thing around his head that is reminiscent of the Vulture. I kind of like that.
Yeah,
it's a little design.
And he's played by Michael Keaton, right?
Yes, yeah, played by Michael Keaton, who was Batman? Birdman, Vulture.
Yeah. I want him to swoop down, even though it wasn't his line in the movie. I want him to swoop down on Spider-Man and say, "Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?"
You want You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
It won't happen, but it would be really funny. It would make my day.
I did see a rumor that this could be the last appearance of Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe. And they're gonna, after this movie, Sony's just gonna take it, and it's just gonna be their property.
Huh.
Basically, this kind of their get the audience back type thing. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, they need to play nice, but it's all about money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're going to be doing spin-offs of Venom, Black Cat, and Silver Sable, their own movies, which I don't know how that's going to do.
Yeah. We'll see. They have a good thing going for them right now. I don't know if they should back out of that, but they will.
Yeah. Probably so.
They always do. We also find out this week that there is a possible Batgirl movie coming.
Yes.
From Josh Whedon.
Yeah. He's really good at the female heroes and stuff, Buffy, and he did really good with Black Widow in the Avengers movies. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Because he's going to...
Go ahead.
No, sorry. He's going to write it, direct it, and all that. So.
Huh. As long as Alicia Silverstone is in the movie, I'm fine.
That's what's going to get the butts in the seats. Even if she just becomes the new Stan Lee, she just walks in the background or something, that would make my day. So nothing really about that, just that it could be coming, right? That's all that we really know. Yeah. There's not a whole lot. I mean, supposedly, there's the Gotham Sirens movie, which is the Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Catwoman movie, and Batgirl might be in that first.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Been a lot of speculation and kind of fan casting of Emma Stone as Batgirl.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
I like that. There's some really good fan art out there of her in costume. It's really cool. I like that.
I would go for that. Yeah, that would work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like her.
Let's see what else. Well, Star Wars Celebration is only, what is it, a couple weeks away?
2 weeks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll be heading to Orlando. Hopefully we'll be recording from Star Wars Celebration. Well, two of us
on location.
On location. But it was it was announced this week that Mark Hamill will be there. And I'm excited about that.
He may or may not be a guest of our show.
Yeah. You'll have to tune in.
You'll have to tune in.
Yeah. Never know.
You never know.
We can corner him in a bathroom somewhere.
Ways to get kicked out of.
I'll be like, hey, Mark Hamill,
Star Wars
do you know who I am? I'm the guy that got box seats to the Houston Rodeo. You need to talk to me.
I almost work as a ref for a wrestling match.
Oh, but it looks like it's shaping up to be a good convention. One thing,
it looks cool.
One thing I did find interesting by looking at the panel rooms. I don't know the technical name for them. The rooms where they have the panels.
Yeah.
That for the big panels, they have two different rooms with the same panel. So I'm guessing they're live feeding it over or something.
Probably so. They actually did do some of that Comic-Con. Okay. They don't do it at the same time, but they'll record it, like the big things, like the Marvel panels and stuff like that. And then later on that day or the next day, they'll do a showing of what happened, like on a big screen. So I can see that.
And they are showing 4, 5, 6, 7, and I want to say Rogue One. We're going to have showings for all the movies. You can stay later and watch them all.
Which I guess we're doing.
I don't know. We'll see how time goes. But maybe at least one. That'd be cool.
No sleep.
No sleep.
Episode 1 or one of them?
No, not episode 1.
That's the only one I'll go to. That's it. I don't want to see any other ones. Just episode 1.
Oh, fine.
I want to see Watto. That's all I want to see.
I want you to go dressed as Watto. You should go dressed as Watto.
What do you think? What do you think? You some a Jedi or something? Little Andy, come on! Hey.
Live in studio, Watto.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? Let's do some trading. Hey. Let's make a bet. Come on.
I'll do my impression now. Are you an angel? That's my episode 1.
That's a really good Little Orphan Annie. That was really nice.
Anakin, Orphan Annie, yeah, about the same thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you an angel? She died of a broken heart. Come on.
I sold your mother. For money. What am I?
Oh, what is this turned into? So we're thinking about maybe, since we're going to be there every day for the convention, dressing up one day. Maybe we'll see.
One day.
One day.
Every day. Not like it's hot or anything.
We're thinking about going as father or grandfather and grandson, Vader and Kylo Ren, but dressed in their best Florida vacation gear. So
Nice.
Black socks and sandals,
Hawaiian shirt.
shirt. So we'll see. I wanted to get T-shirts made, but that didn't happen. I was going to get. I just destroyed Alderaan. Let's go to Disney World. But that didn't happen. So we'll have fun though. I'll probably take my Kylo Ren costume because I do have one, and I may wear it one day. But I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, cosplay. It's not consent. Sorry, I had to throw that out there. What else? Anything else? I'm just getting way off track.
They're fine.
Another Pirates of the Caribbean movie, or Caribbean.
Another
one. What is this one? 6?
5.
5?
10.
I think it's 5.
Is it 5?
Yeah, I think it's 5. Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
4 was the mermaid thing, which was just kind of random, and then this is the 5th one.
Yeah.
With Javier Bardem. That's how you have to say his name. Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
Sure.
It looks pretty. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
They're doing a thing that most of the movies now are doing, is taking their lead actor and CGI-ing him to make him look like a younger him.
Yes, that's what Disney does a lot now.
Yep.
Yeah. And this one, he looked pretty good. He looked pretty good in it.
Yeah, it did. So I've always loved the movies. So I'll be interested. Is this the last one, or are they going to make more?
I think they have plans for more. I thought I saw that. I did see a spoiler on who the young character is this time. The male character, young male character. In the previews. I don't know if you guys want me to say.
Drop your knowledge.
Drop my knowledge. It is Will Turner's young son. Grown up, and he's off on his own adventures.
Of course. That would.
Right? So at least he's not a random character.
Yeah, no.
Like they did in the 4th one. I thought. This one, it kind of makes. I kind of like it. It's got some bloodline to it, and I think Will Turner is going to be in it because they showed him in a preview. And he's kind of like got scales on his face a little bit, so he's starting to go Davy Jones a little bit.
Oh, okay. But Elizabeth Swann's not going to be in it.
Supposedly, she might do a
cameo,
special cameo thing or something. But
I see. Sort of like with The Force Awakens, where they brought the old characters back so they can introduce new characters.
Yes. A little bit.
The Disney formula.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool. Well, hopefully we'll find out more about the next installment of Star Wars at Celebration.
Yes.
Hopefully they'll announce something. I know they've already announced that they're going to be showing the trailer for or more about the new Star Wars Battlefront video game. So I'm excited about that. I like the other one.
Did you ever play? What is the that game that they just stopped doing anything with? Oh gosh.
Disney Infinity.
Infinity, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So here's the funny thing about that is, I think I have like most all the Marvel and definitely all the Star Wars characters figures for that because I got them all like for like $3 or something.
Yep.
Like a Black Friday thing.
Well, they're just getting rid of them.
They were just getting rid of them.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
So I just bought all of them. I mean, the game you can still play. You can't play the online stuff, but I'm like, my son will love this when he gets older.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a coworker of mine plays them and did the same thing.
Yeah. It's a fun game. Yeah, we got it.
Game's fun.
The figures are awesome.
Oh yeah.
The figures are great.
Yeah.
They're so like styled and everything. It's nice.
Yeah.
Because I got friends at work and they don't even play the game. They just went out and bought the figures.
Oh, they're really cool. They could have done so much with that, but again, it's all about the money. I think they came in too high, price wise, for the figures. And
I saw that. I saw that. So like when they put out version like the first version, they underdid the figures. They didn't have enough.
Yeah.
So when they did like 2.0 or 3.0, they did too many. And so they lost money because they stocked the stores and everything. And so like, we're not making money on this. Let's just cancel it.
Yeah. And they already had a bunch of other planned, a bunch of other sits planned. Yeah. And they just flat out canceled it. So
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
Yeah.
Very sad. Very sad.
Let's take a moment of silence for Disney Infinity.
Yeah, a moment of silence for Disney Infinity.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
All right, cool. Well, we've talked about the rodeo and wrestling and Flash. And did you guys watch any more Iron Fist? I did finish Iron Fist.
Yeah, I'm through 6, I think.
Through 6.
Or I'm on 6. Yeah.
It got a lot of hate.
I'm still done with all of it.
Yeah. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, I finished it. It got a lot of hate, but, I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I think it's good. I just got through watching a part a while ago where these two guys cut their own hands, and it just made me think about like how that happens so much in movies, and it doesn't seem like it hurts people too much. I would be crying like after I did it for like at least an hour afterwards, and they're just like fighting and all this. And I'm like, why did you cut your hand?
They always cut so deep. It always looks like they cut so deep. I'm like, cutting into tendon.
Well,
you're not able to use that anymore.
I hate to tell you this, Katrin, but at the end of this episode, we're all cutting our hands. We're having a blood oath right here, right now, live on the air, over Skype. Gonna rub our hands against the screens.
What's on the screen? What's he doing?
My video's going out for some reason. What? Just trust me, I did it. Trust me.
The I am geek blood oath, but
I'm still enjoying it. I think it's good. So
yeah, I think some of the acting is kind of off, but I enjoyed it. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ready for the Defenders. So.
Yeah.
Coming this summer, I guess.
I believe so. Yes.
Well, I think, we've covered a lot, and I had a fun time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully everybody listening, you guys had a fun time too. And I hope you join us next week where we're going to talk about all kinds of other stuff.
Maybe something other than comic books. Who knows?
Who knows?
You never know.
Maybe we'll have a special guest.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Probably not. But here's what I'll promise. Next episode. Now, so we're geeks and we like all this geek stuff, but Chris and I, we have a father that we share. Same father.
Wait, what?
Because we're
hold on.
brothers. Yeah, I know.
This is
And,
news.
our father is, I think he is some kind of weird superhero or something because he's survived all these crazy things. So next time I will share a story about something that's happened to our father. Let's just say it involves dynamite and a septic tank. That's all. I'll leave it there. We'll share that story next time. It'll give you something to look forward to. Dynamites and septic tanks will be on our next episode, as well as all this other fun geek stuff. And I'm sure there'll be more stuff announced this week because we're heading into the summer season where everything starts to come out. But I've had fun. Hopefully you guys have had fun. And we can't wait to see you on the next episode of I Am Geek. So we'll see you next week.